What's up, everybody? This is Ed Talks, and today I want to talk about the Amazon exclusive 2-pack of the Generations War for Cybertron Galactic Odyssey Collection Dominus Criminal Pursuit 2-pack. Now, this 2-pack is supposed to be a story about either Megatron or Galvatron finding out that Counterpunch is really an Autobot spy named Punch, and he sends Barricade to find him. Now he winds up on the planet Dominus, which is supposed to be like, barren and windy and all this stuff, and he's supposed to be on the run from Barricade. That's what we're going to go with today. My thoughts on this 2-pack, I don't need it, and I don't think it's that good. But for others, it may be. So let's get into it. So here's a picture of the vehicle modes. And I guess Barricade is in pursuit of Punch Counterpunch. Now, the Dotson, faux Dotson mode, because it's a faux Dotson. It's not a real Dotson, fake Dotson. That's what faux means. The faux Dotson is pretty spectacular mold. It's got the light bar on top, so it's a repaint of Prowl. But it's also basically kind of more or less a repaint of Smokescreen because of the bigger, chest and front. And you can see it here if this is what they're going to go with. So he's not going to have, he's basically Smokescreen with a light bar. Okay. Now, my thoughts on Barricade, I don't care about this character. I don't care about movie characters. I don't really care about the Transformers movie. So that may hurt some of you. And I didn't really care for Barricade. Like, please keep him in the movies, Don't put him in the main line. He's not there. He never existed. Okay, we're done with that. Now this guy, the shade of blue is brighter, which supposedly is supposed to be the comic book. But I don't read the comic book like I did in the 90s and the 80s as much as I did other books, so it doesn't, comic books don't do it for me. And the few times that he was in the Transformers Rebirth cartoon were very few and in between. And I think his best appearance was actually his commercial. He is in the Japanese Headmasters cartoon. Again, very similar. He's not used that much at all. It's the toy that brings the nostalgia. And again, looking at this, I don't feel like this is a good representation of the Punch Counterpunch mold. I do like the little extra paint detail, but the more I look at him, the more I think about Nightbeat. And what's going to happen is we're going to get a repro label set, and somebody's going to get ahead, and this is going to turn to Nightbeat. Now, this might be a perfect opportunity to get on in that, because if you turn into Nightbeat, hey, on the aftermarket, you might make a little money. And then here's the brown box packaging, usual selects packaging. Okay, humdrum, okay, that's nice. And then you get this card thing about the Dominus planet. Don't really care about that stuff either. Okay, but for other collectors, that's fine. This was the better release. I would have loved to see them just re-release this for those who did not or was not able to get it at that price. And I think he was like $26 to $30 when he first came out. He wasn't $20, that's for sure. Because he was a special edition for the Power to Primes for Amazon. And pictured here, he comes with the Primer Prime, the Power to Primes, whatever they are called. And it's a nice one. It's a nice one. And he comes with the newer style Combiner Wars, fist that can be used on either hand. And again, you can see him wearing Primer Prime in the Counterpunch mold, which I thought was, pretty cool. The paint job was exquisite on this thing. The red tires, that's how he looked. That's his G1 toy. A little bit on the orange side. It should be maybe a little bit more yellow like the repaint we're getting in the 2-pack. But all in all, with all the subsequent releases of Punch Counterpunch being used for different molds, this was a breath of fresh air. And again, the car mode. Simple, but the black tires, the blue paint, and the red rims is what set this off. At times, I always thought it was real tires. I had to look at it twice, like, we're getting rubber tires? I mean, that would be almost a wet dream, but, that's not going to happen. but it looked really good. And, he still sits on my shelf. He's one of my favorite toys to brag about. He's not expensive on the aftermarket. You probably get him for about $40, the price of the set. But the presentation, the box, this box is way better than that brown box. And the way that they presented Primer Prime and all of his accessories, I love that little box. And it's nice and compact too. I mean, it's really nice. So overall, my thoughts on this, for me personally, it's a meh. Like, if it goes up in value, then I have to eat my words. But if I really don't want it, I don't need to get it. But for fans of Barricade, this is your opportunity to get them. And of course, as a bonus, you get another Punch Counter Punch. And for those who didn't get Punch Counter Punch, this is a perfect opportunity to get him. And as a bonus, you get Barricade. So either way, for those that like the set, this is a win-win. So tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. And, let me know how you feel about it. Would you get it? Would you not get it? Do you already have Punch Counter Punch? Let me know. Well, hey, my name is Ed Talks. Thank you to all my subscribers. Thanks for watching. And if you share, I thank you very much for that. And I want everybody to have a great day.